My name is Ekelöf. I play in Soen, and you're watching Brutally Delicious podcast.
Hello, and welcome to the Brutally Delicious podcast. And today we're talking to Joel from Soen, which is kind of cool and a little weird too, because we just spoke to Martin like 2 weeks ago, but we can rebrand this as the Brutally Delicious Soen show.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here as well.
Well, we love you, so why not? But so, how are you, dude? How are you doing?
Oh, I'm great. It's good to be in Helsinki, and the album is coming out pretty soon, so it's a lot of good things happening at this point.
Yeah. Memorial is the new album.
That's true.
September, right?
Yeah.
Is the release date. So tell me a little bit about that.
It's just like, more powerful, more aggressive album, maybe you can say. It's like I guess if you would listen to Lotus and then Imperial, the transition there, and then it would be a logical step from Imperial to Memorial, if you want.
Interesting. Was this like a conscious decision or just something that formed on the way?
No, I just realized that that's probably how it just develops. You can just see that transition, and I think that's just how the band, how the band is transitioning, over the years.
Right.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that transition? Is it something you personally enjoy?
Yeah, because if you only repeat yourself all the time, you tend to get bored of yourself, and it's sort of that makes music boring. People will probably sense it too. So, I think that's you need to do that to keep your energy and to keep your motivation.
Can you elaborate on the word aggressive that you used to describe the new one?
Yeah. Well, okay. Aggressive in the sense that it's outward looking. It's like it's some of the old stuff we made was more introspective and looking inwards. This one is like outwards, looking towards the world. Confrontative.
Right.
And of course the music is also more powerful and sort of heavy. But yeah, in that sense it's aggressive.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, you said introspective, but you guys have definitely addressed some like social issues and stuff like that in your lyrics before. How does that feel like as a singer? Is that something you can sort of stand behind? Are these issues that you are personally worried about?
The thing is like, how we work, me and Martin, is we live very close to each other.
Right.
Martin makes like tons of material all the time. He's just like, and then we meet regularly and just go through everything and work with it together. So in the end, what turns into a Soen thing is usually us. It's like, and then it's not hard to stand behind it because it's your own expression. It's what you have made. And usually it's funny. Like it's almost like a couple, I guess. Like a marriage.
Right.
You develop together, and you sort of you have this ongoing discussions, feelings. You just kind of sort of move to the same places.
Yeah.
Without actually, maybe you don't even have to talk about that.
Right.
You just coordinate yourself in the same way because
Right, you start
because
to
you live
evolve together.
sort of.
Yeah.
You're right. Yeah, it is like that.
Oh, that's amazing. Do you ever think like, fuck, I wish we could do a song about puppies for a change, you know?
You know, no, but
Everybody
course.
wants a song about puppies. Come on.
yeah. There's like, I think as musicians we have all these influences.
Yeah.
We listen to a bunch of stuff. A lot of we don't only listen to metal.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of stuff that I could imagine myself doing. I like opera.
Right.
But that doesn't mean that I will stand in Soen and sing opera.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
it's, I don't have to do everything.
True.
Still, I feel that let's say you would only listen to Iron Maiden for all your life, and then you
I
would
know
start
people
playing.
like that.
Yeah,
They're not good people. Go ahead.
they're not good people. Right, that's your words, not mine. But, but and then you start a band.
Yeah.
And you start making music, and it's gonna sound like Iron Maiden. But there is already a band called Iron Maiden. So you need these kind of different influences to make interesting music. Yeah.
Well, tell me about like what is your guilty pleasure music-wise?
Oh,
That
yeah.
a secret band that you absolutely love that will make you look like,
Yeah, I've always admired George Michael.
amazing. He's
Yeah.
brilliant.
To
Poor
me-
guy.
Yes, poor guy because he lived a dark and tragic life.
Yeah, or there was like a less tragic, less dark time with Wham. Like I just watched the documentary like 4 days ago. Did you see it?
Okay, yeah, I saw it too. Yes.
But yeah, then just
Yeah, to me, I grew up with my dad bought the vinyl Prejudice for Silence.
Right.
Remember that?
Yeah.
That was my first interaction with him. So to me, that was just a black, it's a crowd.
Yeah.
So I didn't know what he looked like, but I only heard the music. And the music on that album is quite, it's pop music, but it's not Wham pop music.
Right. Exactly.
So to me, I always saw him as a serious artist, or
Right.
I didn't even know about the Wham stuff.
Yeah, and that was the thing. Like they were serious about Wham. That they were seriously doing that. It was the other, the music media and everything that was basically trying to label them as, flimsy and a joke, basically. But they were serious about their songwriting,
That must be hard. I can understand that as an artist, you
Yeah.
get sort of connected with a certain expression that you can't get out of,
right.
and that must be tough.
I can imagine, and the crowd will vote with their feet and their ears, and clearly they, reached a lot of people with what they did. So I think that's serious business, no matter what the music is like.
No.
But yeah, there's some amazing songwriting there. But yeah, I also like, or even love George. So no.
Oh, good. We have something in common. then.
Yeah, I'll tell you. So tell me what's happening now. The album is coming out on the 1st of September, and then you guys are heading out to the road again.
Yes. Then we follow it up. We start like 23rd of September or 20th of September, going out in Europe, play for 1 month.
Right.
Finland in March.
Yeah.
Yes, a couple of dates, and then North America, then Latin America. It's gonna be crazy.
Yeah. Oh, I can bet. Come to Brazil. So yeah.
They are crazy.
They are crazy. That's amazing. That's gonna be absolutely epic. They're gonna love you. The crowds are gonna be wild because, well, maybe not your problem so much, your band's problem. But Finland is known for. Good God. Finland.
Someone's
is known-
running a trolley or something. Yeah.
We're at a public place, so So Finland is known for the rock police. So basically, you show up at a gig. It can be a sold-out gig, and then people will just stand there, holding their arms
Let's
against
see
their
what you're
bodies,
up. Yep.
and then leave and go like, "That was amazing." But you don't get the yay, the woo, the energy. But you guys do. I've seen you play Tavastia, so.
But Finns are generous. I know what you mean. They're serious, but you can see in their eyes that they love it.
Right.
So
I love that. You can see it in their eyes.
Yeah.
That's true. if you know what to look for, you get the love. Yeah.
Yeah, and we know it because we're Swedish, and so
True.
I mean, it's the same in Sweden. Finland has been more generous to us than Sweden, though. I mean,
Really?
yeah, because I don't know why, but
Is it the whole can't be a prophet on your own land kind of?
I guess something like that.
That's
I
nuts.
guess.
I didn't know they don't love you there because we do. We for sure do.
Thank you. Yeah, but we are really. Yeah, there's several reasons. I don't know, but I'm glad anyway.
Yeah, sounds
Yeah.
brilliant. Well, this has been way too professional considering the show you're on. Like, usually our shit gets off the rails very quickly.
Aha. Okay.
So I need to come up with some stupid question for
Okay.
you to answer. I just asked Jonah about which he would like to be if he was an animal. There's only two choices, a tiger or a sloth, but you can't get the same question.
Okay, but that's
So,
easy.
That would have been easy, really.
Yeah.
Would you say tiger?
Sloth,
Yes!
of course.
Amazing! Why? Okay, now you're gonna tell me why.
Well, sloths are funny, and you know that kid movie with the rabbit. You know?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
After you've seen that movie, you gotta love the sloth.
Oh, you gotta love the sloth. It's true.
Yeah.
It's not the rabbit. You mean the squirrel, right? Ice Age.
Sorry, now I'm missing you. Wait, sloth. I'm thinking wrong now.
There's the sloth is the really really lazy animal.
That's what I mean. Yeah.
Yeah?
The slow one. That's what I mean. Yeah. The guy who sits and doing these stamps in the rabbit is the cop. Okay. Now we are off the rails. Are you happy now? We're talking about the kid movies.
I am. I've made Martin talk about parenting, so I think this
Yeah.
this works out perfectly. But I know what the one.
The slot is they tell him jokes and it takes
Right.
forever for him to answer. I want to be that guy. Love that.
Brilliant. First of all, kids' movies are the best. Like these
True.
days,
Yes.
like because they insert stuff for the grown-ups that the kids won't get, and then
Yeah, exactly. That's what
and
you.
this was the movie where they escape because there's a lot of rabbits, in the kids' movies. But I'm like,
Yeah.
and I watch them all the time because I have a 7-year-old, and
Oh,
if
yeah.
I didn't, I would still watch them.
Me-
But is this the one where the dad pees on the animal from the cliff of the like?
I don't remember this.
It was like I'm like scream laughing at it, and my kid's like, "What the hell is going on?" But okay, we're not in a
It's-
specific movie, but it's good to know this exists in the realm of children's entertainment.
Peeing on someone's head. Yeah.
Yeah, oh totally. Yeah, it was like they were in Australia and there was a koala and something. But all right, well that's great, sloth. I accept your answer. But we're gonna now go to the insect world, and your choices are: which would you rather be? And this is philosophical for sure. Would you be an ant or a cockroach? Strength in numbers, live forever. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. No. The cockroach is like can really take some heavy damage.
Right,
So
yeah.
you get it. Like being an ant, you would just have to work your ass off all the time. Like, who wants to do that?
Actually, there's been some interesting studies about ants, and they actually don't work that much.
Right?
Yeah, they chill out quite a lot, and
They
the strength
chill?
in numbers. And yeah, and there are like some that avoid work in the like that they make their friends
Oh,
do the
there's
work
like
and stuff.
cheaters or what like.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can have a sloth-like personality even if you're an ant.
Okay. Yeah.
You know?
You can be like.
Important stuff, right?
In that case, I would be that ant.
You would
The,
be that
the ant
the
in
lazy
the
ant.
that
Right.
just like skips work and
Right.
like having some extra what they call like this bar. It's
Right.
like from the trees. I could
Oh yeah,
sit
the
and
bark.
eat.
Yeah. No, I get what you mean.
I don't know. Yeah.
Oh, totally. No, that makes sense. Because in the sloth tiger comparison, there's also like how many people do want to harm you. Not a lot of people want to harm a sloth, but a lot of people
Yeah.
want to shoot a tiger. And again,
That's
a lot
right,
of people
that's
will
right.
want to hit you with a shoe if you're a cockroach, whereas ants are maybe seen as constructive, beneficial insects.
There's no reason
depending
to.
on the-
There's no reason to kill an ant.
No, not really.
I mean, it's not really. Yeah.
unless there
But
is
but
like
when you see a
certain kind of-
cockroach, you immediately, of course.
Yeah, you're not as grossed out by ants as you are by cockroaches.
That's a very good point.
Yeah. Like I said, philosophical, super important stuff.
Yeah, this is the important stuff in life.
But I think this is a good place to sort of wrap things up.